Aha! Well, as you know, the amount of themes that exist in the world of anime are infinite. There is everything. There is magic, there is fighting, there is romance, and there is demonetized. And I have seen that there is a lot of discussion about it. So for example, you don't watch those anime, and you say to yourself, you watch anime about killers. And you love it, and you glorify it, and you know what I mean. Then there is that present of being anime moralists. You know, there are a lot of people who even feel very superior because they don't see those things. Or if they do see them, they say new. You know that's the topic today. My mother! How hard to talk about this topic on this platform? Because look, I know you all are adults and such, but I get to say the wrong word in regards to this Mushoku Tensei thing. And demonetization is going to be the least of my worries. Reference to Drake. Howdy guys, I'm Kenji starting over here on YouTube, and this is Anime Moralists. Okay, I'm not really a fan of dropping an anime. It's very rare for that to happen. Even if I think it's terrible or awful, I finish it. Well, yes, complaining, kicking, and insulting is true, but I finish it. And then what does an anime have to do for me personally to drop it? Well, look, at this point in my life, I have only one rule that I apply in general. And that is that it doesn't have pedo things. When I see a character that starts touching little girls, I'm out of here. And the most recent anime with which this happened to me was Mushoku Tensei. I got to chapter 3, and as soon as I saw the main character get excited about the little girl, and they're enjoying her. And so I said, Dad, I'm out of here, and in fact I left and never made a comment if the series was bad or good and possible to. No, because I didn't finish it. Does this make me a morally superior person? Well, no. It's just the things I'm willing or not to see. Some people have told me that they are just comics, that I should put up with it, that I should tank it and enjoy this great work. But, okay, I mean, there are so many things that I have yet to see that I'd rather give the opportunity to something else than playing little girls. It's simple. There's no more twists or mysticism. I'm not being moralistic or anything like that. I just don't enjoy playing little girls. What do you want me to tell you? But okay, what am I getting at? But I see multiple works full of other horrible acts as well, like genocide, for example. Does it seem right to me to see someone killing someone else in real life? No, obviously not, never. And then why doesn't that bother me? Many of my favorite characters are in fact murderers, especially the villains. So why there no? That is the theme of today's video, since I commented that I did not continue Susosu since this. Or even when I see that talk about the subject on the internet, always comes out the word moralist. According to me, that's not the point. It is simply what everyone is willing to see. Well, I think that's exactly why I did not give it much thought and went on with my life. As you know how I am, I talk about something in next topic. Now, while I was in the presidential throne, I found this tweet. The tweet talks about Eren, yes man, what nostalgia. They have him husbando and love him very much when he is a mass murderer. Triple L, but the god giga chat of Rudius, they kill him solely because he molested some little girls. My god! I can't believe what I'm saying, it blows my mind, and well, that's today's topic, and everything for me has a reason, well, several reasons. I will try to give you my point of view without going into the debate of whether one work is better than the other. In fact, it is not necessary because we will talk about the idea of both concepts. Not if Mushoku is better than Chingui, nothing like that nonsense. I'll start with the reasons from the lesser to the greater. Let's give the first reason why I think it's so different to be an assassin than to be a girl toucher. In fiction is because killing is a super mega used resource in any kind of audiovisual media. The way to show it always varies depending on the target audience, obviously, but it always happens even for children. Because, for example, the MCU, or I don't know, they turn to dust when Thanos gathers the gems, so. This is a topic that has been used a lot because it reaches a point where the viewer is no longer sensitive about it. I don't mean that you can't be hurt by the death of a fictional character, for God's sake what I cried with Jiraiya has no name, but for example, following the case of Eren. The Rumble took who knows how many people, or even the Titans themselves, killed civilians or soldiers all over the place and nobody cared about it. It's not because they don't have feelings or because they are bad people. No, those who didn't cry when Eren massacred everyone, but aha. They are a bunch of pixels that really don't know, yes, you can say, oh, poor things. But what matters to you is that they don't do anything to Armin, for example. That character, more than anything, then there hurts and nothing. That's how things work both in the series and in real life. It is what it is, and then that's okay? Well, no, obviously not, but it is a resource that has been used so much that people are already used to it. On the other hand, a guy abusing little girls is not such a popular resource, thank God. At least not on this side of the world. I think this point is important, and that is why I mention it, but there are two that seem much more important. What I mean by this point is, what is the context in which both things happen? Following Aaron's example, he is in a place where it is kill or be killed. He can't afford to be chatting with anyone because either he eradicates them or they eradicate him, in theory. So they don't have too many options. There's another thing, and that's that it's a complete fantasy story because the guy transforms into a giant Megazord monster. It's not like he goes from house to house and steals their phone and then stabs them. The situation occurs in a mega fantasy context, something impossible to replicate in real life. Clearly fictitious and exaggerated. Moreover, the guy made this plan to take care of his friends. It is not an excuse, but in the fantastic context where the play is. It helps even more so that this does not fall as something crude or difficult to digest, which helps to make it not such a serious problem. Does it mean that Aaron is a good person, or that what he did is right? No, obviously not. It may be with colorful stick figures that have nothing to do with reality, but it doesn't take away from the fact that he's a disgusting murderer. And how is it with the Rudius example? The thing with him was also quite fantastical and impossible. The guy was a 40-year-old ultra wanker and reincarnated into a cute boy with magical powers, but keeping his memories. Why is it not the same as the Rumble in Shingeki, for example? Because even though he's there by magical and impossible methods, the scene with the girls is extremely conventional. He's simply with a girl in a house. Well, this is a pretty common scenario. Too much, I would say. Entirely possible that even your neighbor could walk in it. The way he got there may have been very magical, it's true, but the situation, the moment, and the context are too ordinary. So this doesn't help either. And another additional thing, it's not about the damage that happens in each act, because both sides are horrible. With Aaron, even if they are with giants or whatever, he is ending someone's life. And the other one, I don't think it's necessary to explain it, so on both sides, nothing to do, both acts are horrible. Neither is defensible, one is a mass murderer and the other one is demonetized. Now, it's easier to see Aaron doing his things because of what I explained before. It's not only a highly overexploited resource, it's also in a super fantasy context. While the other guy could have been your neighbor. As I said, you decide what you want to see and you set your own rules. Now, there is another important point that I consider serious. Okay, what does the play do with each act? In Aaron's case, for example, since we know his intentions, the whole blessed play is telling him that what he does is wrong, that it sucks, and well, this from the enemies, obviously, to the allies. Armin basically spits on him, telling him that, Aaron, you turned into a genocidal, disgusting human garbage for us. He doesn't tell him in those words, but the message goes that way. Also, at no point are Aaron's actions glorified. No one there is giving him encouragement or making him look like an idol. He is a disgusting monster traitor to the cause. And look, this is not a bad thing. He doesn't have to look like a crack, an idol, El Bicho, because he isn't. The time makes it very clear that what this guy does is not okay, that he still does it. Well, yes, of course, that's the point of the Rumble and the historical weight of Lost Titans, but no one here is telling you that it's okay. That's the point. Now, in the case of Rudius, it's hard for me to see what happened because I didn't finish it. But his actions with the girls that I saw were a joke, they were kind of cool, a fan service, a joke. At no time is it shown as something that is not right. On the contrary, it's like, yes, finally the opportunity. Because as I said, Rudius, this was a 40-year-old critter reborn into another child and keeps his old man memories. Several who told me that this was the point of the series, to see that Rudius is trash but redeems himself. And look, I don't doubt that is the case. Capable and Mushoku Tensei is a spectacular anime. But the series, from what I saw, does not present him like that, rather it celebrates that the guy is there abusing girls. Even they passed me multiple clips and everything is like that. Add to that before he was a human scumbag who never did anything with his life but is given a second chance. and what he does is molest girls, and he is celebrated. What the fuck? To me, that's all the difference. Does Aaron's rumbling have justification? No, it doesn't. In his mind, he has a plan and a thing that friends and blah blah blah. But it doesn't justify making such a massacre, but the play constantly tells you he's screwing up. That's the important thing. Does it have justification for Rudius Chad Ugubas? Neither, but here it's a joke and a fan service, and no, being bullied and having a shitty life doesn't justify being a pedo bro under any circumstances. And that's it. I just wanted to give my point of view. Leave me your opinion below in the comments.